So when we were in Cambodia, we learned about this dish called Amok Chicken Curry. And today I'm going to adapt that a little bit, and I'm going to make a Amok Venison curry. Would you like to help?
Yes, of course.
All right, so we're going to start with making the curry paste.
Right.
All right, so in here I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of chopped ginger, and I've got six Thai chilies dried that I soaked, and we don't know exactly how hot that's going to be. Then I've got, this is a half a cup of onion, and I've got 4 cloves of chopped garlic, and I've got, this is lemongrass. It's 2 stalks of lemongrass. And we're going to get most of that in there.
A little bit all over the kitchen.
All right. Well, that's okay. We'll just do how to do that. And then I've got to add, this is turmeric. This is like a couple of teaspoons of turmeric. All right. Your job is to kind of turn this into sort of a paste. It's not going to perfectly paste up, but we'll just go ahead and put that on there. And you are responsible for that. And I gave you this in case you need to push stuff around.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. So she's making the paste, and what I've got here is I'm heating up the a little oil. So I'm using grapeseed oil in this hot pan, and it's just because I could have used peanut. I decided to just use grapeseed instead. She's got that going pretty well over there. Now the other ingredients that are going to go in this is I've got a bunch of coconut milk here. I've got the venison all cut up into strips. I've got some, these are Thai eggplants that I cut up into 8ths. Okay, and then I've got some cabbage. I have a little cabbage, and then I have various little spices. Just give it a shot. All right, we're looking pretty good there. It's a thick paste, kind of that's about what we're going to get out of that. So I'm going to stick this in the oil. You can hear it simmering. All right. So I got that in hot oil. There's just enough oil to cover the bottom of the pan. Get this out of the way. So I got the paste in there, and then I'm going to put in with that a half a cup of coconut milk. And the idea is that this initial cook is just until we start to smell the wonderful smells that are coming out of this, which I'm beginning to smell.
Yes.
All right. So this is only going to, this doesn't take very long to get it started like this. All right. And I could have done this in a wok, by the way, but you don't have to do it in a wok. You can do it in a pan. So the next step then is to add the eggplant. So this is 2½ cups.
That's Thai eggplant.
Thai eggplant that was cut into 8ths because I want them to be bite-sized, right? And then I'm going to add then another ½ cup of coconut milk.
So why did you split the coconut milk into 2?
Just because I didn't want to overwhelm. I wanted still to have enough oil and enough of the in there so that I could get the release from the paste. Okay, I didn't want to bury the paste in coconut milk. All right, so I got this going, and oh yes, I have a cup of sliced cabbage. This was just cabbage, right? It was nothing special. Now you could use any kind of cabbage you want. You could use Napa cabbage if you want.
This just happened to be what we had in the fridge.
Yeah, this is what we had. I just needed some kind of green thing like that. And then the last thing in this part is that I add the venison. So here's the venison. It's cut up into little strips. Okay, and I'm going to add that. All right. So we're going to go away for a while because this next thing is I've got to cook this for a few minutes. I've really got to get it, nice and cooked. So let's go away and then we'll come back. All right, so this is cooked for a few minutes and things are basically cooking nicely. Now what I'm going to do is add a little water. And the reason I'm adding a little water is I'm going to actually cause this to thicken. This is maybe a couple ounces. I think I added a couple ounces of water. I am going to thicken it, but I've got to cook the eggplant. Okay, so I had to add a little water so I cook for a while and it'll thicken. And then I'm going to add the rest of the spices. So this is a tablespoon of sugar. And this is a ½ of a tablespoon of shrimp paste, which you can buy in your local, actually, in a lot of supermarkets you can get this stuff now too, or your local Oriental food place, but surprisingly surprising how well they stock some of these things in the markets. Then, so we've got the other thing is 2 tablespoons of fish sauce and a tablespoon of soy sauce. All right, so that's that. And now this has just got to cook for a while until it thickens and those eggplants are cooked. We don't want raw eggplant. So we're going to disappear again for a while, and then we'll come back when this is thickened up. All right, it's cooked a few minutes. The total time from beginning to end is about 15. It's about 15 minutes total for that whole thing. It's thickened up nicely. I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to taste a little bit for salt, because I'm never sure. Yep, no more. Got quite a bit of heat. You know, somebody who didn't like a lot of heat, they could cut back on that. So I'm going to put some of this on right over some rice. Get a little bit more of that eggplant here. Okay, we're going to hit it with a little bit of the green part of scallions, just to add a little bit of freshness on top. And then I'm going to let you give it a taste. Yeah, give you some more scallions. I'll place some over here too. So, what do you think? Look how thick that is. It's got nice and thick.
This is that whole heat, salt, sweet combination that's all over Southeast Asia.
Yep.
Right, and the eggplant is a little bit acidic, so you get a little bit of that too. Let's try venison, which I've never had in a curry before.
Yeah, it should be reasonably tender. I mean, venison, if you cook it too long, obviously, right, it gets tough. But in this, where you cook it in the sauce and everything, it should actually be pretty good.
Yeah, the venison came out perfect. So
good.
Yeah.
All right, folks. So there you have it. We made a little something special today. An Amok venison curry based on a Cambodian recipe, Amok Chicken Curry. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.